rep with a 1 minute rest in between. And it's going to start with 6 alternating dumbbell or kettlebell snatch. So we'll be going up overhead with that one. And then it'll be 8 alternating squat cleans. Same thing with the dumbbell, kettlebell, or odd object. So if you have an odd object, you might want to hold it with 2 hands if you're holding like a backpack or something along those lines. And then you're going to put your odd object or dumbbell or kettlebell or whatever you have on the ground, and you're going to laterally hop left to right over top of that object. Hopping over and back will equal 1 rep. So it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's over and back is 1, over and back is 2. Make sense? Anybody have any questions just on the flow of that before we start? No? Good. Okay. First thing, I'll just get you up and moving. Let's get a little bit of running on the spot just to get a little bit of blood flowing here. Yeah, just moving around a little bit. Good. Reach your hands up high while you're running. Reach your hands up. Reach your hands forward. Reach forward. Out to the sides. Back to the roof. Front again. Side. Forward. Up. Side. Forward. Up. Forward. Side. Oh yeah, I'm messing with you now, aren't I? Give me 10 jumping jacks on the spot, please. Good. Then nice and slow, give me 10 lunges, 5 per side. Nice and slow, 10 lunges, 5 per side. Just kind of feeling around with this movement. Trying to loosen everything up a little bit. Good. Now from that position, come on down to a front leaning raise. So in a push-up position. And we're going to come down to the elbows. Come on down, down, down. And up, up. Back to the hands. Down, down. Up, up. 5 mountain climbers. Back to the push-up position. And down, down. And up, up. 5 mountain climbers starting with the other side. And come on back up to your feet. Good. Bring your feet double wide for me, please. And just reach down and kind of stretch your hamstrings. Try to put your palms on the ground or as low as you can go there. Little hamstring stretch. And then stand tall and reach for the roof. Yeah, Doc went to many. This is a Tai Chomo standard issue move here. Give me 5 of those where you reach down and reach up. Just loosening everything up here. Yeah. Good. Once you're done that, I'm going to get you laying down on your back, and we're going to go into some hollow holds. I'll say up, you'll come up. I'll say down, you'll come down. Main thing that I'm looking for on these hollow holds, starting at your toes, is toes pointing away from you, feet together. And when you come up, you will flex the quads, flex the glutes. From the top half up, I want you tucking the ribs like someone's going to punch you in the stomach and raising your shoulder blades up off the ground without stressing too much on the chin and neck so that the core is elevating you. You're not just lifting your head into position. Ready? And up. And hold. Think about pulling your armpits down, engage the lats on this as well. Arms are straight and flexed. And down. And up. Good. 1 line of tension. Shoulder blades off the ground. Really tuck. And down. and up. Hold it. Bring one knee in, bring your left knee in. Don't grab it though, just bring it in. Switch to the right knee. Left knee. Left, right. Left, right again. And relax. Good. Back up on your feet. Shake everything loose. Shake your legs out. Shake your arms out. Good. And give me 5 burpees. Good. If you could show me the object that you plan on doing the Turkish get-up with on your screen, please. I want to see what everybody's got here. Something suitable. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Looks good, Doc. Good, Brendan. What do you got? What do you got going there, Mario? Is that like a 3-pack of juice? Perfect. some chai lattes. Nice, nice. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Okay, so when we do the Turkish get-ups today, I am going to call out each section of the movement. So I will be walking you through it, and then we'll do the plank all together. All right, so we are starting on your back. And just have your weighted object at your chest. And one knee up. And your weighted object's going to go into the same hand on that same side. Your other hand is going to go 45 degrees out, palm down. And the first part of this movement is you're going to go up to the elbow. Up to the hand. Push your hips to the ceiling. And slide your leg back underneath you into a lunge. And stand. Good. Back down to the lunge. Hold that position for a sec. Now, when you bring your hand down, it's important that you bring your hand directly to the side. Don't bring it behind you or it'll pin that leg. So bring your hand down to the side and slide that leg out, back down to your butt, down to the elbow, and down to your back. We're doing same side again because we're doing 2 per side. Same side and up to the elbow, up to the hand. Bring the hips up, into the lunge, and stand. Back down to the lunge, hand out to the side, sweep the leg out, down to your butt, down to your elbow, and down to your back. Good, switch sides. Other knee comes up, hand goes out to the other side. Coming up to the elbow, up to the hand, hips come up, sweep the leg under, stand from the lunge, back down to the lunge, out to the side, leg comes through, down to the butt, down to the elbow, and down. That's one. We're doing another one. And up to the elbow, hips up, sweep the leg through, and stand, down to the lunge, hand to the side, leg out, down to the butt, down to the back, and relax. Good. Bring the weighted object off to the side, and we're going to do a 60-second plank. Onto your elbows, and we are starting the plank now. If you have to come down in the middle of this plank and take a couple second break, that's fine. Just try to come back in and join in whenever you're ready. We're starting the 60-second plank in 3, 2, 1, go. I'll call out every 15 seconds. It's 15. Looking good, looking good. That's 30. Keep your breathing going. 45. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Next piece is going to be 10 slow and controlled dead bugs. So you will be laying on your back with your feet up and hands up. And you're going to attempt to bring one arm and one leg, and they will be opposite sides, out and then back in. Please complete 10 repetitions from side to side. Keeping your core nice and tight on this. Once you get the rhythm of it going, it's not so bad. Once you've completed your 10, just sit up so I can see you're done. Okay, I'm going to let you do the Turkish get-ups at your own pace this time, but I do want to do the plank together as a group. So you will do 2 Turkish get-ups per side, and then you'll just sit up in front of your camera so I know you're completed. Once everybody's done, we'll do the plank together. And begin. Remember, a key part of this movement is building shoulder stability. So don't let the weighted object move you around. You control where that weighted object is at all times. Having stable shoulders means the ability to hold a position regardless of what the rest of your body is doing. Turkish get-ups are really good for being able to hold a snatch above your head. The shoulders are going to fight you sometimes. The weight starts to shift. But if you've got strong, stable shoulders, then you can control that weight and you dictate where it goes. All right. Looks like everybody is ready to start the plank. Please get yourself into the plank position and I'll call the start. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. It's 15. 30. 45. 3, 2, 1, relax. 10 dead bugs at your own pace again, please. We got one more round after that. Make sure that your low back is not arching when you do these. The key to this is maintaining that core, especially in the abdomen area. How you doing there, Mario? Yeah. So one hand stays up. Yeah, it's a bit of a coordination test for sure. It seems instinctive to start kind of swimming with it, but Good. And last set of Turkish get-ups, 2 per side. Same thing as last time. Just sit up so I know you're ready. We'll do the plank together. Think about your core staying tight from head to toe throughout the movement. The best part of the Turkish get-up is that initial drive right up where it forces you to engage your core. If you can keep your extended foot on the ground on that first drive, then you're a better man than I. Nice, Alan. Good. All right, looks like everybody is ready for the plank. Please get yourself into plank position. And we're starting the last plank in 3, 2, 1, plank. At 15. 30. 45. 'And time. I didn't count it down on that last one because the previous one, as soon as I said 3, everybody dropped. It's like, I'll wait till the end this time. Sometimes I'm guilty of it myself. As soon as you hear that 3, you're like, okay, that's enough. All right, last one, dead bugs. Once you finish the dead bugs, just grab yourself a drink, relax for a second before we start going through the movements for today's workout. All right, so the first movement in today's AMRAPs is going to be a dumbbell or kettlebell snatch. I would like to see each of you do at least 3 per side right now, just to warm it up a little bit, make sure everything is feeling good, and I want to see a little bit of technique work on this. If you have a very small dumbbell and you don't want to go all the way to the ground, you can just go to just below the knee would be acceptable, depending on how small your dumbbell is. I don't want you to have to crunch all the way down to the ground. Are you doing barbell on this one, Vanessa? Okay. Just do a couple per side and then relax for 1 second. Good. So there is some muscle movement happening in this movement. As most of you know, and if you don't know, I'll explain that the quad, your quadricep muscle, is primarily responsible for the extension of the knee. And when I say the extension of the knee, I mean the opening of the knee, not the closing of the knee, but the opening of the knee. So when you start this movement and you're in your bent position or kind of a squat position, the first muscle that you or joint you want to open is that knee. So that is going to require your quad to help you lift that weight by driving your feet into the ground and really generating some power from the legs in that position. The second one is going to be the hamstring. The hamstring is going to help you open the hip, hamstrings and glutes. And they're going to generate even more power as that dumbbell, kettlebell, or weight comes through your midline, comes through and past the front of your stomach. Ideally, when you're doing a dumbbell snatch or any snatch correctly, you've generated enough power through those legs that the weight starts to float. If you're pulling the weight at that point, then you probably haven't generated enough power with your legs, and it is going to be a limiting factor in how many reps or how many you can do, because your legs can go way longer than your arms can go. So that is something I want you thinking about when you're doing these Olympic lifting movements as we go through them. The second movement is going to be the squat clean. So the same thing, you will drive up with the legs, and then you will drop down into a squat on this one, either single arm. I see some of you are doing a barbell for this one. That's fine as well. Please practice a couple squat cleans for me. So it's not a thruster, Brendan. It's just a squat clean. You don't have to press it out. And it is alternating. That looks like an awkward dumbbell to alternate with, Chris. If you want to do them all on one side, then switch. That's fine. Good. Having a good landing position is going to be important for this one. And the last piece is 10 lateral over and back jumps. And like I said before, you have to go over and then back to count it as one. So please give me a couple jumps to make sure you pick something appropriate that no one's going to kill himself jumping. Good. As usual, one of the keys to jumping is look at where your feet are going to land. If you're looking at where your feet are going to land, you are way less likely to trip over whatever you are trying to jump over. All right? The eyes will see it, the brain will process it, and then the feet will hit the target. And 99% of the time when people trip on something, a box jump or otherwise, it's because they weren't looking at the target where they wanted their feet to land. So I do recommend that as advice. Flow of the workout is 5 rounds, and it's a 3-minute round with a 1-minute rest. When you finish, you pick up right where you left off. You got a question, Vanessa? If you have a question, unmute yourself and ask now. Anyone?
Is it I'm going to have the reps just because I'm going heavy and trying to work on technique today, just in case you see me.
Okay. So are you going 3, 3, and then 10?
I was thinking 3, 5, and 10.
3, 5, and 10? Yeah, because it's 8. Okay.
I'll see how it goes, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say you're using a little bit heavier weight today?
Yeah, I'm going to try 55.
Okay. Don't be doing this for speed then. You know what I mean?
That was my plan, to try and work on.
Do it for quality. Don't worry too much about how many rounds or reps you're getting. Just try to make every movement as clean as possible.
Okay.
Anyone else have any questions before we get going? Okay, so it is 6 snatches, 8 squat cleans, alternating if you're using single arm, and 10 lateral hop up and overs. And you do pick up where you left off. Where is my timer? I should say 3 minutes. I don't think I have it on here. All right. Starting in 10 seconds. Here we go. Make sure your back's nice and straight, chest up, generating power from those legs. It is a 5-round workout. So keep a nice steady pace.
Halfway there.
It's halfway through the first round. Try to keep that chest nice and high, Doc. I don't want you to just be bending over, right? Chest nice and high, like you're dropping. There you go. That looks good. Got about 20 seconds left in the first round. And 3, 2, 1, rest. You get a 1-minute rest here, and you pick up right where you left off. Adjust your pace if you need to after this round. We got about 15 seconds before we start the second round. And 3, 2, 1, round 2, here we go. Drive from those legs. As it gets heavier, Vanessa, you'll have to get under it a little bit. It's halfway through the second round. Make sure you're breathing. One minute left in this round. Nice steady flow. Got about 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 2 down, 3 to go. How we feeling? It's a spicy one, for sure. Thirty seconds. Fifteen seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Here we go. Make sure you just keep breathing. Keep a nice steady pace. Greeny, you got kind of a grapevine, kind of little hockey slide going there.
Halfway there.
Looks good, Vanessa. Think straight up, right? Straight up. Push off those heels, drive straight up.
One minute.
Take a few breaths, then get back into her. 30 seconds left in this round. Fifteen seconds. Rest. All right, we're over the hump. 3 down. Try to regulate your breathing. Shake your arms out. Let your shoulders relax a little bit. Going again in 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Let's go.
All right, round 4. Here we go. Find your pace now for later rounds. Now it's a different pace in the beginning. You got to find your pace. Just try and keep moving. Just think about the next step.
Halfway there. One minute.
Make sure you're breathing when you're doing those jumps. You just trip, Alan? You okay? Okay. Look like you caught a foot there. Thirty seconds left in this round. Ten seconds. Rest. Shake your arms out. Walk around a little bit. Focus on your breathing. You got one more round. Thirty seconds. Try to get as much out of your legs as you can here. Save your shoulders. Here we go. Last round. Two minutes left. Almost there. Halfway. 90 seconds. You just got to keep moving for 90 seconds. You got this. Just do another rep. Take a few breaths. Do another rep.
One minute.
Last minute. Thirty seconds. Pace it out. Try keep moving. $15 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, time. Woo! That was a grinder. Awesome job, folks. How you feeling?
Wet.
Yeah, sit and breathe for a minute after that one. Sit and breathe for a minute here. That is definitely sit down for a minute and wonder what just happened type of workout. There's a lot of good Olympic lifting movement going in there though. So how you feeling? How was it? Let me unmute yourself. Give me some feedback here.
The toughest part was the squat cleans.
Squat cleans for sure. Yeah.
I am dead. That is what I am.
Yeah, the legs felt that one.
It just burns you out there. Anytime you're doing squat cleans, even at a light weight, there's just the cycle time of the movement becomes taxing, right? It's just a big movement because you're hinging over to grab it. It's got everything in it, kind of, you know. You're hinging over to grab it and then trying to do a squat with it. Definitely get a lot of muscle fatigue going right away.
Yeah, definitely.
My right glute has been bugging me for the last 24 hours. So as I was getting to the later rounds, it was transferring to my lower back.
Yeah, I saw you put your hand on your back there. I was worried. This is a lot of hinge in this one too. So
It was a good.
what's
don't get
going
me
on with your glutes? Just tightening up on you, or?
I don't know. I'm seeing Andrea at 5:30, so
Okay.
she'll work her way in there.
Yeah. Okay. So,
But
yeah.
that's also why I didn't do the jumps. I just did the sliding.
Yeah,
motion.
I couldn't really see your feet there, but I could tell you were doing some kind of a shimmy back and forth. I'm like, oh, that seems good enough.
I don't know what it's called, but like when you jump to one side with one foot and then you go to the other, and like
there is a name. There's a name for it. I can't. I think it's like I always call it like a hockey slide or something like that, but
yeah,
something like that. So definitely after that one, hamstring stretches, glute stretches, some pigeon pose. There's a lot of hinging through there. If you know the child's pose, maybe just to stretch out your low back a little bit off that one, just to keep everything loose, is what I would recommend for that. I like that you guys are you just giving her in there. Like I'm watching you guys go through these rounds, and you can see it's even though you're training by yourself, it's gutty. You know what I mean? You're in there and you're grinding away. So I appreciate that kind of effort. It makes it more fun for me to do these too, knowing that you guys are really trying to give it in there. So we've been back at the gym for about a week now. It's interesting. It's weird. Like everybody's getting settled into the routine now. I don't know how much you know about what's happening at the gym, but people line up at the door 6 feet from each other or 2 meters from each other, and then one by one they come in and they sanitize their hands, and then they go over to their station, and then when they're allowed, they go get one of the hospital wipes and they wipe down anything they might touch, and then they do their workout. As they finish with the equipment for their workout, like say you had a barbell, you take the barbell and you put it out of your square, and then we have a spray, and if that spray kills everything, but it has to sit on there for 15 minutes, so they spray everything they touched, and then they leave. We spray the floor, then clean the floor, move everything back into the station. So when you're in your square, you have all the gear you're going to need for the day, and you kind of don't leave your square. So it's a little weird. I definitely find people pay attention better because they're not milling about, wandering all over the place. But everybody seems to be getting the hang of the reservation system too. So I coach a lot of the 6 a.m. classes, and at 6:01 when the reservations the next day open, I keep catching people sneaking over to their phone in their bag and trying to book for tomorrow as well. Do you guys have any questions about the gym or anything like that? I think you probably all know how it goes.
Yeah, we know how it goes. At least I do.
Yeah. So,
is there
anyways,
going to be
what's that?
is there going to be open like is Sunday going to open up again at the
Eventually.
And on Saturday, I know you're not doing this on Saturday, but will there be like a home WOD posted on Saturday at least or something?
I can look into that. I can ask about that.
That would be good.
That would be really great because then on Saturday and Sunday we're kind of
left to your own devices. Yeah. Okay, I'll definitely look into. I'll ask Errol about that because he's been posting the home WODs lately, but I'm sure we can come up with something for Saturdays. I'll try and arrange that for you guys.
Even if it's repeats from the beginning of the taking.
Well, a lot of the virtuals and home WODs, Errol said he wants us to start doing some repeats so that the people who've been sticking with it from the start can kind of see some progression as well, kind of retests. It's been a few months now, some of them, so we'll see some repeats come through, which is good because you know the pattern and you know what you used and what worked and what didn't work and stuff like that too.
This was definitely a repeat.
This is a repeat. Yeah, you're going to see a bunch of repeats, especially for the next couple of weeks, because he specifically said, I want repeats from the first month over the next couple of weeks. I said, okay, so we can do that. So,
I really like your kickboxing warm up too.
The karate warm ups.
Yeah.
I want to do one in a class at some point too, but yeah.
It's so fun. I used to do kickboxing, and it just
there's a lot of people that at some point or another they did a little bit of karate or a little bit of something. It's just something different, right? I like doing it too because it gets me into it too. I get to have some fun with it.
Straight up immediately, immediately.
What's
so
that?
It's awesome. It gets your heart rate up immediately.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
You have no time to ease into it. Like you're already going.
You're like, okay, let's go. Yeah, nice. All right, remember to get some stretches in, folks. I'm gonna have some lunch now. Give me a clap to end things off here. 3, 2, 1. Great job today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And